free sabria konoano yen kwada no omuko school amanfo sua AI ne de keke ho no robotics ni aerospace ni de keke ho no say yen kwada no timi sua bie. And the Ministry of Education, the Free SHS, wamu Secretariat, I think that they are beginning with something that is greater. And every year, you a home como. Every Ora Ernest Akosa, Deputy Public Relations Officer for the Ministry of Education. Ewo Fiduemu Vera Asantua Ando, or Deputy National Coordinator, Free SHS Secretariat, and Eric Bossa, or no free a year the Free SHS officer, or IT officer. I be therefore, Mame Emma Moha Emma Moakwa, but I'm just saying free. A year Rakosa, just in Bomboko, the BC here Koso. Miss Remo, Mona Bibia Edam Abamu, Ceciano, Edian Ekro, Wadaroma. Senka betimi am enchirimu kakra.
Ni abeba beda waso kwanya ade ama me ene awia bre na atiefo ene ahefo a omanya bre ama wafidi kese. We heard this year 2023 BC na ye fiti
What epa ho da ben wo happy 98.9
na omudi akwakogu. Na so far no everybody because ye more than peaceful and I say ye timenya smooth conduct of exams. Unlike previous years, where we like a lot of issues now. I don't know. I say, any partner say, I will phone. I say, don't feel comfortable. So, woman, put on sorry. But for now, though we have had some pockets of issues across the central region, Ashanti region, and other places. Say, I check for no person more influence and also more condone illegality. That was some of the sentence. But so far, we say police have been so proactive. The insurance will BBR and I say, what year now been changing our examination for practice the because no obutu sana wana na mono mutu eno so no omanti me nya susan pa amon
anamono mutu no manya susan pa ma unsa ansana mu bewura mu kra no some of my listeners and viewers here almost here live on Facebook they were asking questions with regards to the BEC because ntia nya and say Mufra will be the last batch on Metro BEC. And Ghanaians have been itching to know what is up for Mufra Mbako GHS3 next year.
Well, Abba, most of the media houses will be renowned, you know, my engagement. But the Mekase Mekanin, then we place on record. And when the Minister for Education, Dr. Yo said it to Nyakwenya and then sister station Edin Kitahon.
What year was happy 98.9.
What is being phased out? A old curriculum. I tease out a friend syllables. It's a non if now we are going by the common core curriculum. It's a non or more first year, CK junior high school, any P1, P2, I don't know, so many years. Until next year 2024, BC, you better unabated.
But I say, more Namubusano, Mijiri said a response has been given you. Yamamumwaye, if you have any further questions, that no, you be to and let's focus on the entire name, Mr. Kosa, Ravera, ne Eric, Omaba Fidiemwa. Is about Operation Double Science STEM Enrolment. My member, Mama Vera, and Pombo Code. Double Science STEM Enrolment, no. Dear Deputy.
You made that say, so say, Wama Akonye, say, a church a Ghana form, the year or Ministry of Education. Now, on your young for Doctor, yeah, or say educhum. And then I come out to say, you be increase science enrollment, no. CCI can say, we senior high schools are 15% per and science, no, schools. Now, we MOE for your target started since 2018 up to 2030. As I say, Mofra or Mube enrollee schools 60% ratio of the humanities are 40%. Nti no na ya statistics here what tax here ama ye de enibra babet na ha ewie enye bibia anya bone so ye pese ye encourage ye nkra ni na say omo mucho BC omo wi next week omo kwa start to so omo schools obia nhwe say awofo ni teachers na nkra na ankasa no omo nya nkra nhwe bi ewo mumu say se me pese menye science a STEM wo ho ma me STEM no acronyms. S ne ejina homa science. T ne jina homa technology. E ne jina homa engineering. M ne jina homa mathematics. Ena sisia no untimi nja arts ewom. Because sisia said the more say if mo room have a fair ni na ye arts but science so kasa wom. Video medical say na science inti any technology. Inti na yeso etimiti hey. Inti ye be wie ya enye bone so a ye be say ye drive ye boost science. Ewo your school simu. Any STEM education. Inti na ye wa ha.
Obi ofusa say why now? I didn't think as I breathe and I'm the surgery operation double a year STEM and I said science enrollment in a senior high school see.
Yo, inti say the meeting kan kai no. Ye were target ye started 2018 up to 2030. Your target say ye hit 60%. It was science enrollment. And sisi ano aya hu hia say sisi a free SHS wo ho. Ufi junior high school a ye provided all science books amount. At the free SHS secretariat no, you provided notebooks, exercise books, science electives, any omoko ni na ye de mo. Nti o kwa abofra bia hu any awophobia enkan hu say untua ana unto any science book bia. Ya ka science nema obehia dey science no. Ni boarding. And so aban say yentua mo yenfa mo free. Nti na ye sa operation we na ye de aye create some awareness ama obi a owaga na ha say wo pese wo science nko ade a men ka say mabon sebi men ka say madam fu choose gene arts nti me so me choose gene arts bra senior high school na wo ho twen free senior high school wo ho twen ye be mo aye science no ye nka say wa bon sebi ana say ehwa aye ma ye wo nema bebre ye de gu akwan teachers for bebre wo ho no ma omo wo schools bia physics, chemistry, biology teachers are more honoma. Obu oha. The school no one. More lab classrooms or but students ni so. And we no can near ni binti a person ye increase enrollment no because you say near money wo I say egu ho kwa ye use.
Yeah. Yeah, that is
science lab.
Yeah.
Science lab so
science laboratory.
E wo ho bebra. Enko use. Nti ye mpese be ye waste. It's say ye use. We hear ko to say Malaysia. Omo the TVET na science na STEM and na grow. Nti ade na Ghana yenti me aye. Nti drive here ya start. So we start in term kwan che say we start in da enye ye. Nti say ya start na mre bi atwa mu a sisi ye ya start.
O ka say mo hyase emfiempim yinu ene dunsia no mu to ensure say enrollment no it will be 60-40. 60% of a year or more my imagine say ombeye abodi mu nyansape with science. From 2016 up until now, how has the year process been like? Amount for dia tumu ko suku ahodo no so mo kwa akoye science yana.
So ye secretariat, free secretariat, ye use data pa. Ye bibia ye data. From 2017, I started here, Juma, Kaka, so much, bedroom, Samre, Pensui. Data, and our boy, it's me a BBA. Sabi, a better uniform, crowd, a data. To say, her data, a chess and crown, or science. Data nature, say, incredible paper, so 1 year science, name no, not Obu Honoma, Osro, Obu Honswa, Wakako fan the last choice. Last choice, no, you heard that, and I just say, oh, shut down, pet, because you're choosing in order of priority. Yabeka no, your cousin say, and no, can ye de mawa, computer ni place you are, unfair no mawansa. I see at the end of the day, when you be crying, found yes, I heard you, did that, but see, and they see a shimukina, ye per se, ne man never hono, labs no, any teachers for dinner, you better be underutilized, obia, ye be you so obia. Whilst doing that, ye di boost and crown, ye di show moon crying say, Nema wo ho air channel. Yafe no mamma no papa beboka. Bibia wo ho channel dida, bra.
The same is about Franny and Adrian of Koya science.
Ane, on next week, on choose on choose science. Ye the bemana koye. Ye was STEM schools, baby.
And non compare a cost the resources, any the logistics available. What the kind of also say, and they about Franny and Adrian say, Oboka science here. the Ghana Education Service and as the Ministry of Education, Edin Chiseye Egua, you've mentioned one. Back on the set, and Muma Quadano, a school will be seen a idea go. Our phone, and ya fain or mobile the Tumrika Copen or Maquacutiaka. Aside and no, a dear bill, and a year the free SHS Secretariat. Anna, Eric and Rum.
Oh, okay. And see, Bema said, as part of it, emu bia intina yewoha. Bibia potokase mo obekana sensitization. Say yebebo hu deru. Amo bia tiasie because as part of your culture barriers was that yenumu pi no ye nya ye beye nenso efi a ufri mu ye sonson ye ho. Enti me man beka say oh science de o ya na sebe o koye doctor. Enu na obi adwen wo so o koye nurse. Na eba ne sa nso a omohwe ebi ase scale wo fie o na o wi a ye be dan tua wo so. Ana doctor form po na omodoso wo man mu. Enti ade ne nyina koye say one way approach. For instance, me, let me use myself as an example here. I'm an IT profession. Microtechnology engineering. Na me when I started school, me called tertiary, me brepa. Why? Because I didn't have a science background. Right from day one, my course was hitting me with physics. It was hitting me with e-maths. Me a general arts. Ni pay mono. Now, this is why I didn't choose science.
We're happy.
Me work class
98.9.
Me call Matters of Uganda, man, plubi. Oh, because JSSR, they let you choose a club you want to belong to. Na, me ko hu ye science teacher. Me see oda, me nyanka, me join ni science club. Apparently, in a science club near initiative, then omo aye, so nkwala no ai omo nhyeda omo kita onde mu nkodin wa homa sua no no ebe page omo. But the school has made it solely for those high performing ones and average ones no. Ya ignore yen. And the only thing he told me then was that you can't do science. But I'm in the field that requires a lot of scientific background. I work with huge data. And big data requires you to have science background, have mathematics. It's right from JHS, and I was denied the opportunity. Into me ko ra SHS muno. Automatically, I have it in my head. Say me to me yes science. And as part of it, so the sensitization drive for this particular science enrollment, no, a idea was say yina yeshemukina. Osha say no be say entia why science enrollment. Now, me no nyina yento yebo. Na yenhwe say na wiase ekono. Njuma ankra juma insano ejuma bia e diska beba obotom no. Why de me ho adanse here? Where are they coming from? Don't they require sciences? So if they do, and if they ask on my then Usha said my boss can 60-40 education strategic plan was now that thing was driven by industry. Any industrial players tenacity and Dr. Oseduchum, Honorable Minister, and so all these people have influenced the new curriculum at UCCCano. And that is why science education has become a must for us as a country. Say, in Kwalebe school, no, ejuma ebe wo ye available. Duduana, you need to have the science background. In fact, Oko Association of Ghana Industries says, so Mbeka will say, there are people, industries they are picking people with science background and training them into other fields. They are training them into law. They are training them into managerial positions. We need it as a country. We've identified it. So as part of the drive now, a sensitization. Also, I think a little bit that was a bit of a challenge was the initial vacancy declaration. But then we currently have juxtaposed it with send me boss the can kai no subscription file. Nkwala omu choose schools any omu programs. When you see that data, it will be amazed the number of children in this country willing to offer science. Aside omu to say mia ya can't to mitrimu dada.
So
say me the main count. Me wa nia me pa koye no. I needed that background. So one, yeah, shenkwala ni kina, yeah mo mwati asiye, yeah ma ufu ati asiye no. The vacancy declaration ya omu choosing so a was say akwanya ni bano. Insise ye no ya ye ne head for atenasi akeka ehun say okay, we would have to, as a matter of urgency, increase science vacancies. So all those things are being done within the system. So for this year and moving forward, there is going to be a systematic increment on science enrollment. Now may encourage you
That's for 2023.
From 2023,
Yeah,
in fact,
yeah.
speaking from 2021, we're around 6%. We from 2022 we came around 8%. 2023, we've increased it to about 12%.
Yeah, 12%.
Based on data. We are estimating to increase it to 24% this year.
That's a huge task for you.
Yes. So
They're ready for
we
it.
are doubling it.
24%.
Yes,
You are doubling the existing
Exactly.
figure.
Sure. Sure.
In that, mostly Utie, Honorable Minister of Education, he speaks about this leapfrog approach. Ya ketri. Unimi nina edi ho adanse se aso man ya ketri kakra. Na yentumi enwiewia enkodu ho. E was say yetini emu, yetini enemu. It's not that we are doing it in the rush, but based on data studied, based on that same data solutions provided, based on stakeholder consultations, the leapfrog approach is the best. So we are all together as a nation, as education stakeholders, moving together in this direction.
24%, Kwambe na move so ambetimi achieve, because that's huge. Doubling the existing figure. 12%.
It's possible.
How possible?
And what share target I set here? I think we already know is Eric and Vera alluded to the fact say we have a target to achieve, and to achieve 60%, 40 science against humanities at the tertiary level, also starting from somewhere.
Yes.
So adopting the leapfrog approach, and I say strategy, work actually, but it can still get there. Now, I won't care about subscription data. Some crown person will science. The piano, or because I come science or presec, legon presec. They will be menya aquaniano. Simply because they be a legal presec. Our 3 classrooms no media science. But this time around, we've engaged the leadership of second cycle institutions, Charles leadership, so increase classrooms. We may reduce the number of students who pursue humanities, and I say general arts, let me say humanities, at the second cycle institutions. And now I think we'll come back to the labs. I say, they're innovating, so these are some of the things that we put in place to ensure saying, Quarano, a bit so will be quite maybe no. Because once I was set a target at 24, you'll be at least itching closer to it. It will be similar to but they share and no media go acquire. We say category A, B, C. Who is C school, but then crown no person question more equipment, but because of certain perception as well, science and heading, there's that stereotype. But how do we demystify the pursuing of science? Until the Diaba has said. So, what for the encourage your woman? Because I will follow so science there. We are math and yard, but it's not about say we why very high and some what in science. No, that is not the issue. Because now at a chair for church and they've gotten what you call pedagogical skills. Our demystify the learning of science. At a point, you say, I'm not do a big dinky who say, be all senior high school. Teacher, I don't check chemistry. Chemistry, I don't know. But don't so pugu hosa, I don't know chemical reaction in the
What tells you?
Exactly. But this time around, if you are inter science, grant opportunity to do practical science. See, no media go say from now on, and I say free now copy by 2030 yeah, team has achieved that 60% against 40. That is science against humanities at the tertiary level.
Mr. Akosa, my was, but there are other questions I was you to me answer because and they say me catch me ban say onko science and also onko fast term in any second cycle institution. Oh yeah, what are the prospects for abofrano akwakusua science in this country?
Okay, nti say oh yeah science and as oh yeah STEM. Akoya ne de e wo ho nima bebre na obetimi aye. One ye wo nkofo ye from say computer the for the layman's view no obeka say coders omomo ye software engineers. Obetimi aye according to healthcare, doctor for nurses, midwives, lab technicians, aerospace engineer, or like bibia obetimi aye pilot. Obetimi aye presenter to say wow to ya sebe. Obetimi so aye teacher ni. Obetimi so aye a lot. Because America a dose bibia science there a general knowledge.
Since you started, more engaging other stakeholders like parents. As Mr. Akosa Kasa about the demystification of the study of science in our respective schools. You know. What has been the responses and what has been some of the feedback that you have been picking from parents? And how do you feel as we speak now? I hope for Pinoa to me at CSA no me banana na adwene talk about science the permanent.
Yeah, well, nationwide media engagement. That nationwide stakeholder, let me say stakeholder engagement. I don't know your regional directors of education, district directors of education, your free SHS, so secretariat, more supervisors, or every region. It's a whole so that the step down approach. What's our district or yeah, we CISOs, our first level security supervisors. And so moon na no mu dinkita home. They say your documentaries are normal you put in place in your information are de kwa komo. Let's say once what team are down I engage parents and we may not be able to meet every single parent and a person or course in high school. But the most now that step down approach na yede ye adwuma no a team akonkan. Am a team boosty and as I encourage our phone say omo and choose science now. But I be hard I think I still come back to Eric about see what data. So crowd person science, but I don't getting the opportunity. Because prepare also 3 classrooms for their science. Legon Presec, Fancy Pim, also 3 classrooms. Well, how do we increase it? We've engaged them, and we are still engaging them. So we'll be increasing number of Call baby to say Manfi, Krapiman Senior High there is a science lab. I think we've seen some of the lab, it shows Sampa. One
can best here with logistics and infrastructure available to accommodate Obibiara and Adrian of pursuit science. It's saying within a second cycle.
Yeah, you have the data. The data not share sample. I think we have this one. Data not share say school we are based on vacancies not ahead in be declare. So okay, school to say Kumasi Academy. Now they have a modern science laboratory. Yeah. You see, crowds about who students in the Sima Omniade. But also, Wesley Girls, Cape Coast. How do you know? Students in the Sibin, now buy a size account. It's had any young schools about capacity, no? You increase intake, enrollment into science education. It's your non any aquanya, young says no. In as much as we do labs near the Nino, with the logistics near the equipment to me, a quamben now fast so be done. It's winning a drive in. Now all the STEM schools are coming on board, all on street.
How many STEM schools?
Now for now, Abongosi is operationalized.
Okay.
Bosoche STEM, Bosoche Girls, Osako Pasempe, Oko Kwanse, Nindida, yeah, Juma, and Korano. Last year, this year, the 2023 year placement year, at a point in time, for Begiso Beso Mukabo system. System. Some pass yet me man that outlook, that foresight. So doing science, the way we has seen a bit in dark. Let's look at what is happening. Artificial intelligence, a DNA side happening. It's because of science background. The science in really we are seeing now that the 21st century, how say grad internalize it and we imbibe certain skills. And those skills, Obin can't show us communication skills, creativity, and no negativity. Because I crowd to house, so how do I create something? Because in the next 20, 30 years to come, what the economic forum research findings on why say a Juma and Kwarabe is not in existence. So how do you survive in the midst of that? Then we have to encourage your case in so many sciences.
Happy 99 FM was good to you. Jumadi and Pahwada Bank, Joseph Fadan, Kwamina, the Jumadian who champion Nevia, Ura Akosa, Ura Vera, Ura Eric. One more every a year, the Ministry of Education. My main canasa, minimum when you move through a year different department, but over a year Ministry of Education. We didn't come about Operation Double Science STEM Enrolment. And they say, oh, I will free your cultural BEC. Now, or prepare so per or Kukusia, a year science, a year SHS. Yeah, it's an opportunity for Abofrano, sir, obey to me, SUA science, and it's good. And some crowds and message Medina, because for me, for once, I am happy about this because the future is about science, the future is about STEM. And if, as an economy, as on mine, yen share da emfa and to bia mwakwamu and I say shebia enwakwamu a training the next generation of thinkers and leaders in a field that is going to dominate the world in the next, it's even dominating as we speak now.
Yeah.
In the next 5, 7, 10 years, and I just say, yeah, okay, but my end to uncle so now there are a couple of other questions and say maybe sir. And is there going to be any special process via Obia and Agents of Pessoa Science, Ebefomo and Sana, when Yana and I say the same one, so when I just or Kwaku schools?
Okay, so me start here now. Me shall say no. Me can't no. Next week, omutra exams ni we ya this week Friday or Mary. So mu we ya next week kono. Omo be start to so omo schools. Enti the same process. And you afraid na Rebecca said we a special BBI the same process now. You don't need to do anything. Yeah, the forms nemawa. Said yeah, e wo ho dada no. O first choice. Ebia me fan is what you to St. James. Person on your science. What you see Abumosu STEM. Person on your STEM. What you see every girls. Person sa pepe. Unya any special BBI obey. I said that now.
See, you do form the more. You just make sure say, oh, the other person ya
indicate some main science. And I said STEM. And no.
Enti no nkora no nkwa na be ya na za akyerɛkyerɛ for na ozo mo bɔ.
So actually
who say ni nyina agina bibia ye frɛ no PTA nkwala akyerɛkyerɛ ne awofo cause enye nkwala na pɛ ba awofo boa akyerɛkyerɛfo boa ono sebe omo na yatete omo enti ono na obɛkyerɛkyerɛ o say ni ba akwala na nia o paaye no bomodian afasha me being country or say na ye katre me say mean to me yes science I've ended up as in a professional field that requires sciences no. Yes, and I know say your question for special Gina because of vacancy. Now it's not special, it's the everyday selection. The likelihood is increased by 2. And let's say ABIA or Dogono Senior High, for example, if they were having 4 classes, or they're having 4 classes as of now, doing science, but when you study data regarding to their school, who study subscription data, and I won't say, in Kuala more, a person science was at school, no. Which means that they would need about 3 to convert about 3 more classes. Now, who studies our data now, you'd realize or more pay school na pa because of science I am my honey. Me podogono senior high. Into any the major general arts war. Some kwalani nyina they fall within the reason why there were a lot of general arts options because science no munya. Classes no is limited by 4, 2, 3. So instead of having general arts 1 to 16, why don't you, or 4 no, or 16 or 6 near which you know, you have 4 classes of people more wanting science. Automatically, because of pay school no munya science now, we converting into general arts. Bring your general arts to 11 and make that 4 as science 4 now by 4, so we
General arts.
General arts or school mu no. Yes, our classes no infrastructure na order na. Yen science. So that you declare that for science. Meaning that akwala no choose or dogono science obenya with inshishaye wo ho ano no. Dadana.
So there have been expansion of air space here. A bit me accommodate and more from where my is on best science
exactly
more into the but
and then a year kind of vacancy declaration
okay.
Yes,
but this say money schools no yeah and as a money on my data.
No, we are not doing everything in isolation. Every process we are not stop be take biano or money major stakeholders. Tunti nko documentary nkra no moko schools we more visit here Manfi girls omuno moko kodi kita ho bebre say we ni ye and na Charles nso no to sana mo no na we on make and also you see odogono senior high as a case study say be increasing no classes no as a classroom from 2 to 4 now we also have to call virtual labs. That virtual labs, and no team sit down, Kakraka say down in now. We will have pipette and I say we need be ready. No, but then no screen or it is screen based on say okay, be up a chair anatomy processes never for me now. To hear so what could see lab can see be and son what team science. So in terms of say be a chair for near the now, so no, you were lab technician this time around Ministry of Education by extension Ghana Education Service. I engage lab technicians. So not necessarily say be our physics and chemistry. Ko bu how our physics or chemistry at university. But when you lab technician. So and no senior acquire ye fast say in terms of human resource no on betimi aboa amietimi meet your target na you set it out.
Obi bisa say if for example abofra ni great and also still tintina to betimi choose up so yesterday.
We've been about
you would be amazed at Ghana currently data on 2023 enrollment here. The average students that is doing science, the average grade for science, and in I'm 18. Now, each school on one system or the far, but you can't average. It's 18. Now,
18.
Yes, they will tell you can do science everywhere. You get it. And that is based on data available currently within current placements now. Immediately, no.
Eric, you mentioned say the respective schools, almost systems here. One more admit mu from my own say one more ebe science. The person say from the standpoint of the Ghana Education Service and as the Ministry of Education. Is there an attempt to synchronize these systems are the respective schools use to admit science students into their respective schools?
Synchronization in Nina Edgina. Okay, let me come. Standardization, it became so. Say, okay, let's say me and Manfi girls. Me want 2 science classes pay. One. Now, in Kuala 1,000. And I'm Kuala 500 and a percent by science for me. Mean to mean your money na. Into meno mefa or more epe me ho first 150 or more yard. But because it's an vacancies no adults no we've doubled the vacancies no. It would also extend it. You get it? Cut-offs in a limitation of vacancy declaration also. But currently it's been doubled. You get it? So it would necessarily...
You have 2 classes for science.
Yes.
And they...
5.
You have about 5 classes for science.
Yeah.
So it may mean, say, across board, the aggregate and on Baby Science. Sanity.
Yeah, and then one of the
One of
indicators are you see say bit man cry number. That are other schools be also what can be sort of question. So I say school now system be or the son cry so no. School was supposed to be your culture, but it's not about your culture. It's about the culture of the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
What we are seeking to achieve, the target we set ourselves to what to accomplish, and to just how the school no. School no, we are steward, we are leader. They do work to, and so the ministry now direction saying you have to follow through. And we are looking forward to see, say, be a headmaster be a barrier, so man grammar may science no increase. No, once we have the data, you track school be as a school we want more need to see. It's A schools no the so-called the average hour schools in no. You will data or B schools no more capacity in no. Increase it from 3 classrooms to 6 classrooms. When you say our capacity a bit my, likely there's only labs in here. The virtual labs are also available to augment the physical structures now. We use all this work.
So the Ministry of Education is going via Crado. Say, any idea or relenting on this particular?
No, because now, before MPP bar power, 2016, right, 2016 bar power. Now we had education strategy plan. Now NDC, so they started the 2010 thereabouts. 2010 to 2015. So MPP bar also starts here 2018 to 2030. It was set to a target. Now, yeah, Cassia, you said tertiary level cranial science. Now, the second cyclones who are 12.5, you are just a flash in the pan. So, who know who now was So, I say, started free baby. You started that about intensify. You created that wider awareness. So, when we are not saying it to go across. You bet me achieve or say, started free baby. Sana Mwana Gusua, you to have a bedroom papers.
The target for 2023 is 24%. We can also do whatever it is that you bet me aye. Na yetimi abuamo in this regard and any swadi huna mudi esimani so to ensure say you mofra a bet me aye science ahodo bibi ho ha very person de kan ho mame menim say wa fa krata ne de na just go ha person de kan very
I'm say ye din komoni nyina na to add to your mokai yen kan hu say ye enya fi na ekosi dan foforo bia all structures now just that yeah reduce humanities kakra
omo kwa kwa general art keke ni afa more be science
and the same
structures no
and I say even if you school be say obetimi afa 2000 students 2000 no ends the same 2000 now but yeah te if you general art yeah te home science yeah te visual arts ne da koka main science for no biology, chemistry, physics for I don't know the count.
Eric.
Well, for me, in Kuala I was a show makina. It's very important. We need it as a country. We must take the leapfrog system. Akwalebia o assess o pesa o ye technology. The various technological jobs
technology
available. And I said, Ejumaya, you are using technology.
And I'm because I'm in count.
Serious. Ejumaya, if you could see that even when I speak, it's reading my voice. So you could tell me, so, if you don't have that background, you are a communicator. But it requires you to have a bit of science with you.
Sure.
Intimacy kwala mutro mu BC ni wi amamu ma ehu bia enchimo ma obia enkantra o say ontumi nye science abra edwuma unyia opese oye ana nya opese okosua wo university ana nsano edwuma a opese onsua e require science auto engineering for sound card for sound engineering for all these requires the basics of science. All of the technological fields, it requires science. Mining for titro. Currently, as a country, we import a lot of people from outside to mine our mining industry. Why? Because we don't have them. At the universities, they require them to have a background of science from the second cycle institutions, which supplies the universities. We don't have it. Misromo. Our for teacher for don't be a barrier to someone's future.
Can one of you teacher for
Our for
teacher for the
teacher for Miss Ramo.
Basa, what do you say? Science in the comment now.
Don't be a barrier.
I go we you guys I don't wait to good. Now science is to me child.
This is that I catch everybody.
I say general arts. I'm so person ko you say general arts no.
It's also going general arts.
General arts ni bia.
You
I
bisa.
don't say because the name theater general arts and we computer engineer.
Yeah, Mr. Sefa, oh share, I don't mind the work. He say, you know, school, it is a Lashibi school, a Brig Girls, Wesley Girls Senior High School, a flower that community day school. No, a modern lab by the science lab. To win me no maybe like I have the list over here. Yeah, at least copies. Now, wait me now you to say, I say where they go. I'm saying, the system is ready to absorb them. Now, a church for no, and all the major stakeholders, you know, Monkos encouraging Quarano, saying Quarano, science is the way to go. And then the bit now transform the fortunes of the country under the 21st century. It is a more cause blown by. We are not, how do you call it, ignoring the humanities. No, fair enough. Yeah, law, yeah, economics, and yeah, history, but how do you also integrate? And that's about bringing on board this physical sciences, you know, I bet you are changing the fortunes of the country. So, Minister of Education is ready. Free SHS Secretary is ready. And Corrado is a classrooms in the book. I'll be now very critical crime and committing to science labs. I rest my case.
That was how many was it? Very many was Eric. One was say, Moji opinion and by my VA, didn't come operation double science STEM enrollment in our senior high schools and home community and in the way out for now T and VA. Obana and Adrian so quack science. I remember. What Muna Boman country say, Kwame, now science duty as yet. A okra science crown 84. The better than Wakwa science. Mr. Mamu Munkorana bomb. Mon show Munkran or Munkonko science because the future is science. Maybe Bano, I didn't invent of it. Or your coding.
Robotics.
There's only national science nothing.
Hey, brah.
General Sayo.
Hey, maybe my Jesu. By 7 years, and I'm probably catching me say, me walk around with the best 6, 7. I'm in finding rap because they are almost your basics in coding.
Okay, sorry.
And I'm still okay. Fair enough, Martin. Me have a friend over. I didn't quite coding. Me laptop you mean use it.
And one says they say one casa sa for what take leapfrog strategy now. Yeah, you know you can't answer me.
Oh yes. So game be what me I want my mate phone so. I don't know the deal grow. Or casa not the toy on the
developing
8 years.
8 years.
Wow.
Yes.
So imagine we are having like the same across board. In Kuala Sesiano are leading the charge. Once they start leading the charge, they are you 2 tech companies. You BBC Facebook, you BBC Twitter. Let's say yanya in Kuala say obey what we are developing game here was starting.
Coding system is a scratch you.
Scratch. And then I edit it in Kuala. Okay. And I scratch no, and I edit it in Kuala. Or free scratcher, or go through Python, JavaScript. And then I can't make confusion. But engineer Swan say these people will develop this gaming system. Look at the revenue in the gaming industry worldwide. Now, Akwe gaming will be a downloading. Share revenue of the baby has on mine.
Oh yes.
No, get it. Share revenue of the baby has on mine. And they say, I'm in the one in IETS. You didn't want to dance here.
Remember there any day, any time.
No, you know, Mami Hadi Bibi, who UK currently. The highest paid for workers, you know, science background.
Exactly.
And now, who said no, it cost them a lot. So, I'm not a baby, a aeronautics engineer. And you know, Sebianka, he said within the global world, and what Ghana has said, once we have the document, we have the skills, do we engage you?
Of course.
And we get cash, baby. Cash, we also.
Mr. Kosa, I was very much was Eric, my was say mobile me chinko. Happy 90.9 FM. Power the Benjamin Dean was good so with you. Ma akorano. I'll catch us so quite business. Then down person your catch say also bit me a computer engineering be bit me a be. Ah.
Now, over to me, I science scrap business.
I got business class account. Eh, yeah, fancy.